Despite what fans may like to think, teammates aren't always the best of friends. However, respect within a team is crucial, and there are certain lines that should never be crossed. At the top of that list, staying away from a teammate's spouse. Yet there are many athletes who cross that line. Here are NBA players who allegedly have an affair with their teammates' wives. Shaquille O'Neal. One of the most infamous cases involved Shaquille O'Neal, who was known for his charm on the court and his serial cheater reputation off of it. In 2010, Shaw's wife Shawnee accused him of having an affair with Laura Jin, who was engaged to NBA player Gilbert Arenas and mother to his children. As teammates, NBA players often share a sense of camaraderie and bro code that generally discourages getting involved with other people's wives. However, that unspoken code was broken in 2011 when Shaq's alleged affair with Laura came to light. Laura and Gilbert had been together since 2002 and shared a life for over a decade. The scandal came to light after explicit emails between Shaq and Laura surfaced. Laura attempted to dismiss the emails as fake and vehemently denied having an intimate relationship with Shaq, as his feet were too big and disturbing, but her claims didn't get much traction, especially with Shay, who quickly took action. Not long after these rumors began making headlines, Shawnee filed for divorce. Apart from the impacts this affair had on Shaq and Shawnee's relationship, Arenas too faced horrible instances. One instance was when fans used the highly disturbing news to distract him.
Right? He said, oh, good ones, right? And all I heard was, Shaq. That wasn't the bad part. The bad part, there was two kids behind the bench doing this. Hey, man. Yo, I damn near it. Like, it was like, yo, what the fuck? I hit all back.
Eventually, Laura patched things up with Gilbert, but things later went haywire in 2014 when the couple called off their engagement, putting an end to their 12-year on and off relationship. Going back to Shaq, his history with relationships has been colorful to say the least, so the affair with Laura, while shocking, didn't come as a complete surprise to fans who knew about his reputation. It only added to his already controversial romantic history. Throughout his career, Shaq was open about his struggles with fidelity. He once reflected on this behavior in his memoir, Shaq Uncut: My Story. In the book, he discussed his inability to resist temptation, attributing it to constant attention from women during his prime. The memoir also touches on his divorce from Shawnee. He admitted that while he did stray from the marriage, he never did it disrespectfully. Meanwhile, Shay and her memoir, Undefeated, revealed that she had a heart-to-heart conversation with the basketballer about their separation a few years after it, where he admitted that cheating for him is an ego boost. She writes that every fling was a conquest for him. Moving on, there's the news of Indiana Pacers stars Paul George and Roy Hibbert. Paul Jordan. In 2014, the Indiana Pacers faced a shocking defeat in Game 1 of their Eastern Conference semifinal playoff series against the Washington Wizards. The Pacers, which had been a dominant force from the start of the season, suddenly looked like a team in a free fall. Now, this loss was later attributed to two superstars in the team caught in an infidelity controversy. A report by a page called Baller Alert that year alleged that a follower informed them about an alleged affair going on between all-star wingman Paul George and Sanaya, Roy Hibbert's wife. The report claimed that George was caught sleeping with Hibbert's wife, creating a rift in the locker room. The controversy reportedly affected Hibbert's performance, with many pointing to his struggle on the court that postseason as the worst stretch of his career. Allegedly, Paul and Hibbert's wife had been exchanged in messages on Instagram for some time before they ended up getting intimate. Hibbert found out about the affair when his wife, overcome with guilt, confessed the affair to him. The fallout was especially painful as Paul and Hibbert were reportedly close friends, but the fallout of the infidelity didn't end with the two players and their match with the Wizards. It was also said to have contributed to an altercation between two other Pacers, Lance Stevenson and Eva Turner, during the team's first-round series against the Atlanta Hawks in 2014. During a practice, Lance, who had been shouldering a lot of blame for the team's struggles, reportedly lost his patience and called out Roy Hibbert in front of everyone. This remark angered Evan, who confronted Lance for airing such a sensitive issue in front of the team, leading to a physical altercation between the two.
We kind of like a little tussling a little bit, and I think I kind of like slapped something again, so when I turn around, he's like, don't do that no more. So like when he put his finger in my face, swipe, we grab each other's throat, scratch me. I got like duper scratch, not like little scratch, like duper scratch.
The first time Paul is rumored to be involved in this kind of issue. Months before the incident involving Hibbert's partner, Paul was reportedly caught in two other scandals. One story alleged that he impregnated a Miami stripper while he was dating Callie Rivers, the daughter of NBA coach Doc Rivers, while sleeping with a teammate's wife is bad enough. Getting involved with your coach's girl crosses a whole new line. Andrew Bam. But that's what happened in 2014 when Andrew Bam was reportedly caught having an affair with Christina Anderson, the fiancée of Jamal Mosley, his assistant coach at the time. Before then, the Cleveland Cavaliers announced that Andrew had been suspended for conduct detrimental to the team, barring him from participating in any team-related basketball activities. The statement left fans and media speculating, as no official details were provided. After his suspension ended, he was given paid leave by the Cavs, with the statement that the team had been frustrated by Bam's play this season, and he has now been excused from basketball duty shortly after. However, the cheating rumor surfaced. The information was provided by an anonymous source who claimed to be the wife of a Cavalier player and was able to confirm the details of Mosley's wife and Andrew's affair. The report suggests that the two had been engaged in a relationship before being caught. Jamal Mosley's wife has stayed silent on matters, which neither proves or disproves her guilt.
Andrew didn't leave much of an impact in Cleveland, playing in only 24 games, averaging 8.4 PPG and 5.3 RPG, but this incident left much more of a mark. Of course, the Cavaliers tried to squash the rumor, releasing a team statement saying, "Please be advised that the report on your website involving Cavaliers center Andrew Bam, Cavaliers assistant coach Jamal Mosley, and his fiancée is entirely not true. It's no surprise that the Cavs would deny it even if it was true. If you were running a team, would you want a story like that leaking out? Even some of the biggest stars like Tony Parker were not immune
to scandal." Tony Parker. Just 2 weeks after Tony Parker signed a $50 million contract extension in 2010, his wife Eva Longoria filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The move surprised many, as the couple had been married for only 3 years and seemed like a match made in heaven. But that's not the whole story. Just days after Eva Longoria filed for divorce, reports surfaced that the reason behind her decision was Tony Parker's alleged affair with the wife of his former San Antonio Spurs teammate. Brent Barry Longoria revealed in an interview with Extra's Mario Lopez that she had uncovered hundreds of intimate text messages exchanged between Parker and Barry's wife Erin. In late November 2010, Erin Barry took to her Facebook page to publicly deny any involvement with Tony Parker. She was adamant in clearing her name, stating, "I did not have an affair with Tony Parker, nor did I pursue Tony Parker, but the milk was split already," as she also filed for divorce from her husband Brent. When the news broke, NBA Hall of Famer Rick Barry, Brent Barry's father, expressed deep disappointment. "I feel horrible for my son," Rick said in a statement to TMZ. "I'm in shock. I knew Erin was moving out of the house soon, and she was the one who filed for divorce. This is the straw that broke the camel's back." Brent is one of Rick's 5 basketball-playing sons and arguably the most successful one. He was a member of the San Antonio Spurs championship teams in 2005 and 2007. Unfortunately, it was during this period he formed a close friendship with Tony. Brent and Erin were married for 12 years with 2 sons before the divorce. While the exact reason for the divorce is unclear, many reports point to the exchanges between her and Tony as a contributing factor, since it was around this period in January 2011 the divorces of the Barrys and Parkers were finalized, just months after the scandal broke. While the rumors between Tony Parker and Erin Barry were never officially confirmed, many close to the situation suggested that there was truth to the allegations, as Rick Barry, Brent's father, had stated the affair, or at least the revelations about it, was likely the final straw in what had already been a strained marriage. It's certainly off limits to have a relationship with the wife or girlfriend of a teammate, but there's also a blurry line when it comes to the ex of a teammate, Derek Fisher. That was the situation with Derek Fisher and Matt Barnes, who played together with the Los Angeles Lakers for a couple of seasons. During that time, Barnes was married to Gloria Govan. While their marriage was far from perfect, with their relationship experiencing ups and downs, they had a pair of twins together, which kept them somewhat together despite their trouble. A few years after Derek and Matt were teammates, and after Barnes and Gloria Govan divorced, the 2 former teammates found themselves in a physical altercation at Gloria's house. No less, the tension between the 2 had been brewing for some time, as Barnes was upset that Fisher and Gloria had started seeing each other. Although the relationship between Fisher and Gloria began after their separation, Barnes felt betrayed by the situation, leading to the infamous confrontation. Things took a turn for the worst when Barnes caught wind of the romance, and he allegedly drove to Gloria's house, which was 15 minutes away, and jumped the fence to confront her. What followed was a confrontation that led to a physical altercation between the 2 former teammates.
Falls into the sliding glass door.
Okay, so you actually punch him in the face,
Yeah,
and you connect.
Okay. And hit him and knock him into the sliding glass door. And then I'm jumped on by like 3 or 4 dudes. Everyone's screaming.
The incident became widely publicized, with Fisher and Barnes facing media scrutiny. Despite the drama, Fisher and Govan eventually took their relationship to the next level and married in 2021, years after the dust had settled after the ugly brawl. Gloria and Fisher became involved in a custody battle over their twin sons. In the end, Barnes was granted full custody of their children, and Gloria was required to complete 26 anger management sessions and 10 parenting classes more than 8 years after their in his physical altercation. Matt Barnes and Derek Fisher have managed to rebuild an amicable relationship. Barnes was even happy for the couple. His primary concern has always been the well-being of his twin sons, and he claimed he went to Gloria's house to check on the kids because they seemed uncomfortable. The next incident involved 2 LA Lakers players' rivalry getting in the way of the team's victory. Shannon Brown, Pal Gasol, and Shannon Brown shared not just the Lakers' locker room but also 2 NBA championships, achieving back-to-back victories that should have cemented a lifelong positive bond. Yet during the same period, Gasol ended his engagement with his Spanish fiancée Sylvia Lopez Castro, and rumors began to swirl that the breakup may have been partly due to one of his teammates. It was later uncovered that Brown had an affair with Sylvia during the 2010 to 2011 season. Not so coincidentally, Gasol had poor numbers during the playoffs that season, leading to Lakers' failure to secure a third consecutive championship. At the end of the season, the Lakers declined to pick up Brown's contract, opting not to bring him back amid the controversy. Oddly enough, this affair reportedly occurred early in Brown's relationship with R&B singer Monica Brown, and Monica eventually married but divorced in 2019. Meanwhile, before the cheating news escalated, Brown tried to nip the drama in the bud. Okay, let me put an end to this right now before
it goes any further. I did not sleep with it, Pagaza woman.
First and last time addressing it, he wrote on X, but he wasn't able to quiet it down. Their fellow player Andrew Bam was one of those who added fuel to the fire. When asked about the team's struggles during Game 2, he openly shared, "Obviously we have trust issues, and unless we come out and discuss them, nothing is going to change. It's quite obvious to anybody watching the game." When asked if these trust issues were related to the court or the locker room, the
7-footer replied, "It's basketball, so it
would be both." But this wasn't the first time that Gasol would be involved in a situation involving infidelity. During the 2011 NBA playoff session, speculation arose that Kobe Bryant's then wife Vanessa Bryant interfered in GLE's personal life. Allegedly, she had advised Sylvia to end her relationship with Gasol due to his infidelity. Meanwhile, Paul Gasol can hopefully laugh about it all now, considering that the European basketball. If you enjoyed the video, click on the card showing on your screen
right now for more.